In the second round of the UCU West Coast Conference Men's Basketball Championship, the 7-seed San Diego Toreros defeat number 6 Santa Clara 62-45. With the victory, USD moves on to the third round. They'll take on third-seed BYU on Saturday night at approximately 9 p.m. Game will be seen on ESPN2. We're joined by USD head coach Sam Scholl along with student-athlete Isaiah Wright. Coach, as always, we'd like to begin with you. Your thoughts on the win?
I'm just thrilled with our guys' determination, and we really wanted to be the aggressors in this game. From the moment the ball was tipped, we wanted to be the team that was the aggressors, and I really felt we did, especially with our defensive effort. Has to be one of the better defensive, or it is the best defensive effort of the season for us. It has to be one of the best in a long time in San Diego history. I mean, the way these guys were communicating and flying around, and again, just being aggressive and really dictating what we were trying to do defensively was outstanding, and couldn't be more proud of this guy right here. I mean, the way he is stepping up right now, you know, you want your best players got to be really good in March, and he's playing at a high level right now and setting the tone for our team, offensively, defensively, and the things we ask him to do: play 37, 38, 39 minutes a game, guard the other team's best player for the longest until he got a little tired at the end. You know, Edie, who's a very good player, very good scorer, hadn't scored. He lost him one time, but I mean, I think the things that Isaiah Wright's doing for us right now and guarding the other team's best players, setting the tone for us offensively, and the way he's making decisions with the ball right now is pretty special. So I like where we're at, but again, now less than 24 hours, and we got a very challenging and a very good and well-coached BYU team, and we're excited for that challenge.
Thanks, Coach. I'll take questions from media members. If you got it, raise your hand. We'll get a mic to you. Let us know who you are, please, before you ask your question. We'll start with John in the second row. It's coming over your right. Magic.
Hi, John Krumpecker, West Coast Conference Sports. For Isaiah, do you and your teammates have enough left in the tank for 3 games in 3 days, you know, with the best caliber opponent you will have faced in this tournament?
Yeah, I mean, we knew we got to take game by game, and so we knew from the beginning when we played Portland that we're going to have a lot of games, but we got to just take a game at a time. I mean, I think what this team is at right now is, I mean, there's no time to be tired right now. For a couple of us, it's going to be our last time playing with each other, so we got to put all of our efforts and determination on the court and just let it out on the court. So.
Other questions for Isaiah or for Coach Scholl? We'll go over here to Adam in the second row.
Adam Hill, Las Vegas Review-Journal. Isaiah, what do you guys have to do differently against them than you've done before?
Against BYU? I mean, like Coach said, they're a well-coached team, but I believe in our team, and we're going to execute, and we're going to bring them the best basketball we can. And I know the coach is going to give us a great game plan, and we just got to execute, and we'll see what happens tomorrow night.
Other questions for San Diego? John?
Yeah, Sam, what is your take on BYU and what you have to do to be successful?
Well, we haven't solved the TJ Haas, Yoli Childs riddle yet. You know, they've had two very, I mean, they're two really talented playmakers, and they do an outstanding job of putting them in space and letting them make plays. And so our guys are going to be excited about that challenge. I know he's really excited. We were just talking about it on the walk down, about the challenge of facing those guys. And then, you know, they have other guys that are ready to step up and make big plays. McKay Cannon and Worthington inside, and they're really talented and well coached, and they're playing really well. And so it's just we've got to set our defensive identity and make sure that we're making everything challenged for Yoli and for TJ, and then making sure we're not giving up threes. We've given up a lot of threes in the 2 games to them. And we've got to really make sure we do a good job guarding the 3-point line.
Any other questions for the Toreros? John? Right shoulder.
Right shoulder.
Yeah, Sam, will you start off having Isaiah Pinheiro on Childs? Does that make the most sense for you?
I mean, we kind of give them some different looks. You know, IP does a good job, has done a good job in some possessions. Alex Fresco's certainly done a good job on him in some possessions. Then Yao even gives him a different look. You know, so we're going to give, he's going to see all those guys. But you know, he's a dynamic talent, a guy that can score in a lot of places on the floor, inside and out. And so it's just imperative for us to always keep our numbers in front and just try to make sure that everything he takes is challenged.
Adam?
So for Isaiah, this is the matchup last year. Obviously, you weren't involved in that game, but just kind of does it feel different around the team this year than last year with kind of so much chaos, and now this year kind of being calmer and more established and everything else?
Yeah, I mean, last year we went through a lot, but I feel like this team, as much as we gone through, I mean, that got us closer together. And so this year it feels a lot different, just because the togetherness, the connectiveness that we have together is a lot different this year. And so I would say it's a lot different.
Congrats. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Thanks, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah. See you tomorrow. Thank you. What's that? Yeah, I'll get that. Just get that up here before they get in. Thanks. Thank you. Come over this way. We got stairs. Thank you. Joining us now from the Santa Clara Broncos, head coach Herb Sendek, along with student athlete Taj Eady. Coach, we'd like to begin with you, please, when you're ready. An opening statement on the game tonight.
Yeah, I'll just take any questions you have.
Okay. If you've got a question, raise your hand. We'll get you a mic. We'll start with John.
Yeah, John Crumpacker, West Coast Conference Sports. Herb, you started out the game having difficulty scoring and it never really got much better. What, from your perspective, was the issue in not really being able to score? Just
I mean, I think San Diego's defense was tremendous. I thought they were really locked in. I thought their physicality really bothered us. But they really played tremendous defense.
Other questions for Coach Sendek or for Taj Eady? John?
Yes, Taj, were you and your teammates at any point getting frustrated out there as the way the game developed?
I mean, of course, a little bit. You know, you want to perform. You know, at this point in the season, you want to come on, play your best. You know, your best game. You know, shots just weren't falling for us tonight, but I felt like we battled the entire game, and you know, we showed a lot of character.
Additional questions for a coach or student athlete from the media? John, anything else? You don't.
And Herb, was it as simple as San Diego just playing superior defense? Is that a good summation from the game from your point of view?
I think so. You know, I mean, obviously, you know, we could have played better, but you know, I really thought their defense was really good. I thought our defense, for the most part, was pretty good. You know, we uglied up the game the last segment. You know, trying to, you know, throw a Hail Mary, but you know, our defense was pretty good, and I thought Isaiah Wright was just tremendous tonight. I mean, really controlled the game from their standpoint.
We'll go over here to Adam in the third row on our right.
Adam Hill, Las Vegas Review-Journal. It's Sam's first year running that program. What do you think of him as a young coach and what he's done with that team?
Yeah, I mean, I think he and his staff have done a tremendous job. You know, he did a terrific job under very difficult circumstances when he took over last year. And you know, his team is well organized. They compete and play hard. They're difficult to prepare for. They do almost countless things offensively, and I think he comports himself, you know, the right way. He's a real gentleman. So nothing but the highest regard for coach and his staff.
Thank you for the time. We appreciate it. Just watch your step going. Thank you. Thanks, Alex.